Hey everyone, this is Accounting Nightmare. Welcome to the stream. Welcome Alyosha, welcome American, welcome Tag, welcome Panicking, welcome Rose. Just adjusting the mic. Thanks for the host American. Oops, I don't have my little Streamlabs window. Hang on. Gotta grab yourself some KFC for the stream. Nice. Are you finished Mystic Quest off? Okay. Don't know what you're going to start now? It's always fun and exciting when I finish a game and I have that lovely little moment where I get to pick what I'm going to play next. So game audio. I had a little tech problem when I started streaming. Well, I did a test record. I always do a test record before I stream, and the audio in the game was out of sync. Sometimes that happens. I haven't figured out why, but I have to reboot to fix it. So So let me know if this sounds weird. Actually, I can go check it myself actually on the Twitch page. Let's see. Twitch page. Okay. It's too caught up. Couldn't hear. Let me know if the game audio is out of sync though. It's easiest to tell when I'm just moving around menus. Does that seem good? Alright, so we're trying to finish case 2. We're up to case 2 in this game. We got pretty far in it. There we go. And what were we up to? That's right, we didn't get to finish the investigation day yesterday, so we're going to continue on with that. Haven't seen anyone in chat say if it looks in sync or not. How's the audio, everyone? I did do a test record, but it can change from then and now. So yeah, we're up to the second investigation day of this case. So we're defending Maya. Audio is good. Thank you, American. Very good. I should have it on my phone so I can just quickly check and listen. Yeah, I should do that. Hey, Tag. You just got back? Okay. Yeah, I was just saying that when I did a test record, the audio was out of sync and I had to reboot to... Yeah, the game audio was out of sync. So hopefully that's been fixed. Yeah, so we're defending Maya. She was channeling a spirit and something happened. Someone's dead. Maya is, of course, being accused of murder again. We've got some suspicions that she might have been framed. We've got some suspects that we're looking into. But let's keep looking into them. Anyone a fan of David Tennant? I don't know who that is, sorry. Who is that? Okay, yeah, so yesterday we didn't get to finish this investigation day, so we'll try and pick up where we're at. Okay, so that's what we were looking into. Innie Minnie, she's hiding something. The audio just cut out. Uh-oh. Did it cut out for anyone else? Let's see. I'll check the stream. Let's see. Okay, seems to be working on my end. Maybe Twitch messed up for you. Oh, Slow Beef. Thanks for the raid, Slow Beef. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Windows installing updates do not turn off your computer. Oh god. Hey, Pretty Pink. Arcane Ape. Hey, Ava. Welcome. Welcome, everyone. We're just getting started, actually. We're playing Case 2 of the second Ace Attorney game. I guess you had some Windows updates problems, Slow Beef. Sorry to hear that. That's why I'm afraid to update to Windows 10. Apparently it's kind of pushy with updates. I'm still on 7 at the moment. I'll have to update at some point though. Alright, so we're looking into this lady. She is hiding something, we can tell, because the psyche locks appeared when we were talking to her. Yeah, her older sister died in a car accident. And so she was in the hospital here. We're trying to find out something about it. And we're talking to this really creepy guy who is pretending to be the director of the hospital, but isn't. Come on. Oh, thanks for following, Pretty Pink Pansy. Yeah, this guy is very sus. And he's also kind of a creep. A big creep. So we're trying to get him to talk. I think I'm going to show him the newspaper clippings. So what do you know about this? I see this and my mind's blank. Yes, it's boring, that's why. Boring. Yes, how do I put it? If you had more attractive items, yes. Attractive, huh? This guy's a creep. Sorry to hear that tag. Well, you can't really hear me, can you? Maybe this one? No? Oh, okay. I thought that he'd say something about this one. Alright. What are we going to show you? So what did I show him yesterday? I'm pretty sure I showed him this photo. And he didn't... Don't think he had much to say about that. What else would we show him? Pretty sure I asked him about both of these people and he was a creep, but we didn't really get any info. Yeah, this is the PC version. The PC HD trilogy. You fixed it? Oh, nice. Congrats, Tag. Okay, so what... I'll show him these again just to remember what he said. Miss Uni is really cute in this picture. You'd agree, right? Yeah, sure. I wish I could see her again. Maybe the next time she has a big accident. Yes. I'll tell her for you. Yes, please. I'll be waiting for her. Yes, waiting. But a creep. Actually, I don't think I've looked around here, have I? Let's look around. This patient is undergoing rehabilitation. And look at that strained face twisting in all those ways, and that oily sweat. His whole body is swaying back and forth, wobble wobble, like he's about to fall. Yes. Hey, don't just cut into my monologue like that. I'm explaining things here. Oh, sorry. Yes, most sorry. Yes, This is the clinic's reception desk, but doesn't look like there's anyone at the counter. On the wall is this month's word to the wise. Do something in vain, and your only reward is tiredness. Not exactly the best thing to be telling your patients, is it? No one at the reception desk. Well, that's not helpful. Oh, you got the DMC5 art book? Oh, cool! Congrats, American! Is it like on order or has it arrived? I wonder where that door way down there leads to. Oh, that's the X-ray room. Yes. How did you know what I was thinking? Yes, well it's... because that's the X-ray room, yes. There's something very peculiar about this guy. Because I know it's not me. This must be the waiting area. It's got the feeling of one, and there are sofas lined up. But I don't see all that many patients. Yes, well, it's the quality, not quantity that counts. What in the world did that have to do with anything? Not much to look at around here. Really like this music, by the way. Yeah, it's nice they tick off the spots you've looked at now. You won it in a raffle on Tumblr and it's on delivery. Oh, nice! Congrats, American. That's cool. Alright, well I guess I have to find some way to make you talk. Must be able to show you something. Hey, have I showed you the badge? What's this? I'm a lawyer. Right now I'm investigating a murder. Yes. What is with your angry face? Violence isn't the answer. Yes. The trial is tomorrow, and I would really like some information from you. Is that right? Well, you know, I think I can let you in on a little secret. What's that? Yes. Actually, I'm not the real director. Are you kidding? Anyone with half a fly's brain knew that. Huh? What do you mean? Do I have to explain this to him? Well, hold on. I'll give you something. Real information, okay? I'm actually this clinic's... See, I'm like this place's... walking dictionpedia? You mean walking encyclopedia? Yeah, that. And my specialty is in young, silky smooth, hottie patients. Just ban this guy. There's nothing I don't know about them, but I get embarrassed talking about it. Yeah, how about you keep that kind of information to yourself? Oh, anyway, you wanted to know about little Miss Eeny-Miny, right? Little Miss Eeny-Miny? That girl. Ah, I remember her especially well. Really especially very well. What a creep. Right, do I actually have to show him the badge? The badge was progression! The badge was progression! Nice. Please tell me what you know about Innie Miney. Yes, I'll get to that. Trust me, I will. That girl, that's right. She was transferred here from the General Hospital. This was, yes, a year ago. She was one of those emergency cases. What was she ill with? Ill? No. She was injured, not ill. With my trained eye, I could see. Yep, I could see it was a huge wound at that. A huge injury? Her whole body was wrapped around and round in bandages, and her arm was in a cast. That sounds pretty severe, alright. Yes, it was an accident. An accident. They're scary, yes. Cars, yes. Car? You mean it was a traffic accident? Yep, that's what gave her the terrible injuries. I swore it was in the papers, Yes, I looked it all up, I did. It was terrible, yes. Dare I even ask what is wrong with this old guy? Alright, loads of info now. Nice, sounds good, American. Yeah, I'd love to see some pictures from it. Thank you. Just now, you mentioned something about a big operation? You talking about Miss Innie's operation? Yes, Miss Innie's. That was one heck of an accident. Yes, her whole face was burned like bad toast. It was bad, very bad. Was it really that bad? It was a good thing that Miss Innie had a picture of herself. I heard that picture was how they put her face back together. Yikes, this is ugh. Picture. That girl, see? She had just gotten her license. So she just happened to have a license photo on her. Yes. Oh. So, see, I've got a picture. As a way to remember her, yes? Well, more like swiped. This guy needs to go to jail. Thanks for following it, Ava. Thank you very much. Breach of ethics? Oh, wait. What? A pretty girl like her? I bet she has lots of pictures of herself. Sure. It's a treasure, my treasure, precious. I cannot wait until we can stop talking to this guy. What happened to the actual license itself? Who knows? I didn't bother to ask. It probably got burned up along with the car. Yes. License photo. Innie's photo for her driver's license. Director Hottie's treasured possession. Ugh. So you looked up information on Innie's accident, correct? Yep, sure did. Yes. I read every paper that covered it at the time. What kind of accident was it? Do you remember? Yes, hold on. I'll go get it for you. The article, I mean. Huh? You have it? Well, don't get me wrong. I thought something like this might come up, so... Obsessive to the max. But I bet I could learn about how to stay on a lead from this guy. Oh, here we go. Yes. According to this, Miss Innie was in the passenger's seat. The passenger's seat, huh? And dozing. Well, so it says. A strong jolt woke her up, and the next minute, a sea of fire was all around her. Miss Innie fought with the door, finally got it to open, and somehow managed to get away. Anywho, you can read all the details in the article. Yes. Newspaper clipping 2. Articles about the car accident. Okay. A new clue. I should probably look this over. It's been half a year since Miss Innie had her surgery and got better. She was discharged sometime in December last year. It's already been half a year, huh? Yes. So, how was I? I was a real help, wasn't I? Yes? Yes. Thank you very much. Yes. Well then, I'll be getting back to my room then. Tell Miss Innie I said hi, okay? Yes. Well. It's time for me to leave too. Yes. Okay, it's definitely time to leave. Alright, thanks for the help, mate, but please go to jail. I can't make you hungry if you're already eating. Smart emoticon. Good plan, panicking. Alright, well, we're done here. Oh, yeah, let's look at this first, eh? Highway of Nightmares, May 24. Late last night, two women's Two women's car crashed into a highway centre divide. One of the women was not able to escape the flaming wreckage and died at the site. Ongoing investigation has revealed that the driver had fallen asleep at the wheel. Miss Inimani holds interview about crash. I was, totally tired, and I dropped off to sleep. Then there was this crash, and, I woke up in a huge sea of flames. I was, still half asleep, but I opened the right door and, got out. I don't, remember anything else. Doctor lurking in the shadows. If Miss Inimani is to be believed, the one driving the car was her sister, Mimi Miney. Mimi Miney was the nurse at Grey Surgical Clinic, where 14 patients were accidentally overdosed to their death. Is this then just a mere coincidence? Alright, so there we go. We got proof that she was in the car when her sister died. Yeah, actually we have the driver's side on the right as well here in Australia. It gets kind of confusing, remember where in the world has the driver's side where. But yeah, we drive on the left side of the road. Anyone to talk to here? Nope. Alright. Phoenix is very lonely at the moment. June 21. Detention Centre. Visitors Room. Mia! Phoenix, it's good to see you. I was really worried, so I thought I'd see how you were doing. You might get caught on film again. There are certain risks you have to take in life, or in my case, death. Anyway, how are you doing? Have you found anything useful? Only a little. I think I'm slowly beginning to understand everything, piece by piece. Everything will resolve itself by tomorrow somehow. Somehow. No, so she was hiding something last time we talked to her in detention centre. You drive on the right side of the road. Ha! Ha! Well, our driver's side is on the right side of the road. Ha! Ha! You play Euro Truck Simulator and you have to remember to switch up whenever you go to Europe. Oh, that would be confusing. You're really jealous of Australians? They always import all sorts of cool stuff from Japan, and they had the coolest versions of American cars. Yeah, we do have some pretty neat cars. I agree with that. There's still a whole slew of questions for you to answer before the trial tomorrow. You mean, how did the real murderer get into the room and kill Dr. Gray? Yes. Also, when did the murderer enter the channeling chamber? You guys were all standing around in the front of the room after the channeling started. Which means that the murderer must have gone into that room before the channeling. That's what I think in any case. But Maya's already said there wasn't anyone else in there. That's true. But if we can't figure out the murderer's movements, we're stuck like a beached whale. I never thought I'd see this day. Are you actually asking me about spirit channeling? This case is all about spirit channeling. And I feel like I don't understand a thing about it. Well, that's only natural. After all, spirit channeling isn't exactly an everyday thing, is it? Yeah, I guess you're right. The power to change your physical appearance into the person you're calling was something our ancestor, Mystic Amy Faye, acquired. I've heard that name before. The Faye family was originally a family known for its service to the gods. When Mystic Amy was born, she was given a certain fate through her name. Because, you see, she was named after one of the Buddhas of Buddhism. Amitabha. I probably didn't pronounce that correctly. To this day, her soul is still sealed in the Quran's sacred urn. It usually sits in the Winding Way and has her name written on it. Yeah. Well, her spirit's not there anymore, because Pearl broke the urn, accidentally. Hey, counting, welcome. Tim Tams are pretty nice. I find I can only eat one or two at a time, though, because they make me a little ill. They're a bit rich. They're really nice, though. Oh, come on, Phoenix. It's just a fairy tale. Are you saying that me being able to see you is just a fairy tale too? Well, it's about time I left. But Mia, we'll be in big trouble if the guard sees me here. Phoenix? Yes, Chief. There is still a lot of dirt left in this case. Once you think you've gathered all the evidence, then come back. Yes, Chief. Bye. She's gone now. Well, for those watching, for those from the Slow Beef Raid who haven't been following this game, so this is the person we're defending. She's basically our best friend, Maya Fey. She's actually a spirit channeler, and she can channel the spirit of her dead sister, who was our mentor. So that was her sister we were talking to. So she shows up to give us some advice whenever we're stuck. Shrine Village. Hey, so how was it? Did you go to the clinic? Yeah, I found out a few things, I guess. What's the matter? You ain't looking so well. Oh yeah, so earlier, that old granny called the cops. Huh? The cops? Why would Morgan call the police? She said she had something to tell them. Things are sure getting interesting. That's weird. What? But honestly, I tell ya, that granny sure got her bloomers in a knot. Well, I guess you could put it that way. It always starts out small, you know? Stealing the master's seat and controlling the village folk. And now you see what it's turned into? A murder, that's what. Yeah, what a mess. Hey, hold on. What? That stuff you were just talking about. That's the first I've heard of it. Really? Well, it's old news to everyone else in the world. Well, excuse me for not keeping up with gossip while I'm busy saving people. You said something about stealing the master's seat? Yep. Right now, the master is this medium named Misty Fey, but the one that was really supposed to be the master was that old granny. What? Morgan was supposed to become the master? Do you know where Innie is, Lotta? Yeah, I saw her not too long ago. She's hanging around that garden in the middle. Okay, thanks. You got something to ask her? Yeah, I've got a whole list of things only she can clear up for me. So I hear the master has always been the eldest daughter. The eldest daughter? Turns out that old bat is Misty Fey's older sister. Oh. They say the older sister is usually the one with more spiritual power. Come to think of it, Maya said the same thing a long time ago. She warned me not to take Mia's powers lightly. Well, anyway, somehow Granny there lost to her younger sister, Misty. I see. This made the townsfolk turn against her, so I hear. Said all sort of things, too. Like, she's the oldest, and yet she doesn't have the power to be the next master. Disgraceful. Wow, I had no idea. So, what would have happened had Morgan been stronger? Maya's family would have been the branch family, I reckon. Alright, that's some very important info. So I'm guessing Morgan didn't have very good spirit powers, and so she lost out to Misty. And so that gives her a motive. She resents Misty and her family for taking over. Dramatic music in the same place as Lotta feels wrong. Alright. Well, I guess we go talk to... We'll see if we can talk to Morgan, actually. I'm gonna see what the hell she's doing. What's a Dakimura? American? She's not here? Okay. Fey Manor. Winding Way. A body pillow? Oh. I shouldn't have asked. Yeah, Morgan is Pearl's mother. Hey, like, I haven't seen you in a while. Yeah. I think I have enough to finally unlock your secret. Like, what's with that scary look on your face? Oh, I gave her a weird accent then, sorry. Save! Actually, I'm just going to check if there's anything going on in this other room, so I'm guessing this might trigger the next no, okay. Guessing this might trigger the end of the day, maybe? Alright. try and break your psyche lock. Which, thanks Lauren for reminding me I was mispronouncing psyche. I was saying psych, but it's psyche. Psyche lock. Psyche lock sounds kind of strange, but yeah, it's probably right. Traffic accident. Please tell me about the traffic accident. Huh? Like, whose accident? Your sister's accident, naturally. Oh, yeah. So, like, that Dr. Grey guy made my sister fall asleep. And, like, that's all I have to say about that. Interesting. Guinea just asked whose accident. Which means she must know something about another person's accident. Alright, let's change the topic then. How about you tell me about a certain other person's accident? Huh? Another person's accident? Like, you got someone in mind? Yo. I want to ask you about your own car accident. Me? Yes. So, wow, like, how strange. I have, like, no idea what you're talking about. Can you, like, prove I was in, like, an accident? Actually, have I gotten this wrong yet? I want to see what the wrong dialogue is. Let's see what the wrong dialogue is. Here is your proof. Like, this is so totally bringing me down. Huh? I know I'm, like, a little flaky, but do you really, like, think I'm an idiot? No, I didn't mean to suggest that. Like, let's make sure we're on the same page. I, like, want proof I was in an accident. I thought I'd ease into this topic, but it doesn't matter what you say. I know you're in a car accident. So, wow, like, how strange. Alright, now we show the newspaper clipping. Yeah, because this has her name in it, doesn't it? Yeah. Oh, take that! We should take a look at this. It's a newspaper article from 1 year ago. It says, Miss Inimani holds interview about crash. Ah! You suffered a very bad injury and had to be admitted to a hospital, correct? Like, wait! What now? That's not me. Huh? I mean, like, this person has, like, the same name, but she's totally not me. My name, Inimani, is, like, pretty common. Is it? Is it, though? What in the world are you babbling about? Your sister's name, Mimimani, is in here too. Like, totally, wow. What a scary coincidence. I'm totally getting, like, goosebumps. You think I'm going to let you get away with that? So, like, now what? Like, do you have something that totally says I was hospitalized? Do I? Yeah, that would prove it. But let's try a wrong answer, see what dialogue we get. Psyche can be pronounced psych though, to be fair. Really? I didn't know that. Okay. Maybe it's a regional thing? The Valley Girl voice doesn't come easily to you. Sorry, am I doing a bad one? Take that! Like, you shouldn't throw, like, truffling things around, you know? Truffling? Trifling, maybe? So, like, let's use our brains, okay? Truffling. Take that! This is your proof. Actually, what happens if you run out of health? I'm curious. If you run out of health, because if you run out of health in a trial, it just says, "Oh, yeah, well, I'm tired of this. The defendant is guilty," and it just ends the day. Wonder what happens here, though. Let's find out. This is your proof. Like, what's that picture supposed to mean? I got this from the hospital where you were hospitalized at. Huh? So? There was a certain patient there. He's quite a fan. As a memento of your stay, he stole this. I have to say, this photo looks like you. That creepy fake director. Yeah, he would be a hard person to forget. Now, are you ready to tell me about the accident? Like, wait a sec. Okay, so, like, I was in an accident, sure. But that's like totally not related to this murder. Actually, it is. Look at this article. It says that one of the women died, correct? And? That woman who died, who do you suppose they mean? Do you suppose the woman who died in that accident could be? This was kind of obvious, didn't it? Let's see a wrong answer. It was Pearl! Do you suppose it could be this person? Like, no way! Whoa, that's a new expression. She opened her eyes. Huh? Like, the accident was like a year ago? So, like, what's this person got to do with it? I'm totally not interested in stupid people like you. Bye-bye. I have to stall her. But wait, look. I think I know who it is. I want to find out what's wrong if we die. Or what happens if we die. I did save, so... Rip. Mr. Nick. If you push yourself anymore, your soul will shatter. Wow, really? Please calm down, collect your thoughts, and try again. Ah, I've made too many mistakes. Oh, did they just let you try again? So she's just in that pose now. Oh, they start you again with like no health. That's interesting. I'm gonna reload to get our health back, in case there's another wrong answer we want to check. I just want to reload, please. Let me access the start button. Let me hear. Ah! It won't let me. So apparently your soul can shatter while you're using this thing? Oh my god. Yikes. Yeah, that's fine. I did a save so I could mess around with stuff like that. I like to see wrong answers. It's very important. You would love to see a game over where Phoenix actually dies. Aw. Well, I guess if you game over in the second half of case 1-2, Phoenix would probably die. Hey, he'd probably get the death sentence. That would be pretty awful. Alright. We know the answers for this. The person who died, do you suppose it could be my badge? Yeah, I was surprised we got to see that face. Then left. Alright, now up to new dialogue. Sister. I believe it was your sister, Mimi Miney. Mimi? You were riding in your sister's car while she drove. The two of you were together when your accident occurred, making it one and the same. There we go. That last lock was pretty easy to break, wasn't it? Yeah, I was riding in that car with my sister. We were, like, on our way home. I was riding in the passenger seat when I fell asleep. And then it happened. At the time, I grabbed for my purse and escaped from the passenger side door. And your sister? I couldn't do anything. The car was full of smoke. I couldn't see anything. Oh, I'm sorry. Well. Did Dr. Gray really cause that accident by drugging your sister with sleeping pills? Like, he was totally out to get my sister. He totally did that to, like, pay my sister back. I wonder. This does give Innie a good reason to want to murder Dr. Gray. It seems simple, doesn't it? What do you mean? But it would be very hard to catch me. Actually, I'd say impossible. What? I think you get the picture. I'm going to serve you a slice of humble pie. I hope you enjoy it. That was a turn. Well, nothing to say about him. Are we done here? Her being all sinister? Yeah, the anime does change a lot of the cases, doesn't it? There's a lot of little things they left out. Oh, here we go. Something's happening. Karine Village. Looks like something's up. Stop! Stop! Leave my mother alone! Ow! Hey, hold on, okay, pal. I'm not gonna hurt. Pearl, dear, it is perfectly alright. I will be out for a short while with this young man. Mother, please let me go too. No, you must stay here and protect the manor. But... Oh, don't make that face. Hey, I'll tell you what. I'll show you something cool. Here, look. It's a real pistol. Detective, do not upset me further. Why does he want to show his gun to you? Sorry. Poor Gumshoe. Being dragged off by the ear like that by Morgan. Ow. Mother. Oh. Mother. This has never happened before. Pearls? Mr. Nick. I have a really bad feeling that I can't shake. I think something really bad is going to happen. I'm scared. I'm really scared, Mr. Nick. Say something, Phoenix. Anything. Ugh, I'm terrible at this. Mr. Nick, what about Mystic Maya? She'll be alright. I think I've gathered enough evidence. Mystic Maya? She must feel all alone. Please, Mr. Nick, go visit her. Yeah, but I can't just leave you here all alone either. I'll be fine. Please, Mystic Maya needs you by her side. Her stare is really piercing. Can we just take Pearl with us? I mean, that would work. You're bad at cheering people up too? I'm bad at it too. I just don't know what to say. And I want to cheer people up, but yeah, I don't know what to say. Okay. Go talk to Maya. 6:38 PM. Detention Center Visitors Room. You kept me waiting, Phoenix. Mia. So, how are the preparations? I think I have enough evidence and information now. I think. Everything will be on your shoulders tomorrow. Whether Maya is found guilty or innocent, it's a heavy weight to bear. If memory serves, Mia had a few cyclocks of her own. Mia, I'm ready to unlock the last piece of information I need now. Sure, I welcome you to try. She welcomes us to try, eh? Mia. Yes? Mia, you know something, don't you? About the real murderer, I mean. She got 3. Why do you think so? It's really trying at times to be able to see other people's secrets. It looks like it's time for you to explain your reasoning. Yeah. A battle of wits against Mia. Oh. Alright. Save the game. Just ask yourself, WWDD, what would Dante do? He'd do a Dante Jackson dance and drop meteors on every troublemaker. Exactly. Where's the meteor button? The murderer. Phoenix, you think I'm hiding information about someone from you, isn't that right? Yes. Alright then. Tell me who you think I'm protecting. Let's get it wrong. You're protecting Gumshoe! I think you're trying to protect this person? Phoenix, don't let me down like this. I'm sorry. Maya's life is on the line. Concentrate harder. Mia's especially strict today. So, have you gathered your thoughts? I think you're protecting Morgan. Maybe? Yep. Morgan Fay, of course. There is no one else you would protect like this, Mia. Well done, but while the murder was being committed, my aunt was outside with everyone else. Which means she already has an alibi. That's true. Show me some evidence that would cast suspicion onto my aunt. Gumshoe! I think this? No, you're wrong. Try again. You're really unforgiving today, Mia. And I keep telling you, don't take this lightly. Maya's life is on the line. Mia is really serious. Now, I'm going to ask you one more time. While the murder was being committed, my aunt was outside with everyone else. Which means she already has an alibi. Okay, some evidence that would cast suspicion onto your aunt. Cast suspicion onto her. There's the key that was found outside the room, but I don't know if that would cast suspicion onto her aunt specifically. Got this cloth scrap, but I don't know if that connects to the aunt exactly. It's mainly the fact that her aunt was alone with Maya for a little bit while we called the cops, but I don't know how we show that with evidence, so... I'm gonna drink some water. Dante and Nick have appeared in the same game together, so it's slightly relevant. That's true, actually. They were both in Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. My hands are a bit cold. I'm just going to put on some gloves. AA should have an easy mode for people who just want to know the story. The badge should be the right answer to everything. That would be really good. Okay. Are we trying to prove a motive? Do we have Misty Faye's picture? Nah. I was thinking of presenting that to prove she has a motive, but nah, we don't have that picture, so that won't work. I'm not sure, actually. We definitely have the evidence, because the game took us here. She's got nothing to do with the car accident, so... Hmm. I'm not sure, actually. I don't actually remember. Could let me flail this stream? Just put it in the dang key. Yeah, I'll try the key. Look, I'm not quite sure which path. Okay, it is the key. Okay. My evidence is this black key. At the beginning of the channeling, Maya had possession of this key, and yet somehow it magically ended up in the incinerator in the center garden. You're right. There is only one person who could have done that while I was busy calling the police. The person taking care of Maya, Morgan. What's that look mean? Your argument is too flimsy. Huh? When did the key find its way into this incinerator? It could have happened long after the murder happened. Long after? Someone could have found the key somewhere and dumped it in the incinerator. But that prosecutor would use something this small to shred your case. Do you have something other than just the key to cast suspicion on Morgan? Alright, so now it's the cloth. But it's definitely the badge! Badge! Phoenix, we don't have any time left. I haven't even said anything yet. You can't pin my aunt as the murderer with one piece of evidence alone. Alright. Thanks, Counting Kittens. Yeah. Don't remember the samurai written on Pearl's ball? Yeah, it's really cute. Oh, I wonder if maybe they added that for the HD version? That would be a good detail if they did. Alright. Cloth scrap. This is the other piece of evidence that points to Morgan as the culprit. I also found this in the garden incinerator. It's the same material as Maya's costume, except for the splotch of blood. But this piece may not even be from Maya's costume. But this is what Maya told me. While I was channeling, the key was sitting inside my sleeve. And both the key and this piece of cloth were found inside the incinerator. Which means that this piece of cloth was part of Maya's costume. But when Maya was arrested, she was wearing her costume. That just means someone changed her clothes. Changed her clothes? But why? I don't know why. But there's only one person who could have done that. The one person who was taking care of Maya, my aunt. You did very well, Phoenix. Thank you. As long as you have those two pieces of evidence, you can cast suspicion on my aunt. However, like I said in the beginning, my aunt has an alibi. Yeah, she was with us the whole time. Here's my final question. You don't have to present solid proof of this for me. But I want to know, if my aunt is the culprit, then how did she commit the murder? How she did it, huh? I want to hear your thoughts. In order for my aunt to murder Dr. Gray, who or what did she need? She needed an accomplice. Which was definitely... Gumshoe! No idea, just throwing things out now. And you were so close too, Phoenix. Yeah. There's no way my aunt could have done it herself. So, thinking logically, where does that leave you? Should be easy for you to figure it out. So, if Morgan couldn't have done it herself, then... Come on, Phoenix, think. Take that! Innie Miney. She's the answer to the final question. Which means that my aunt and Innie Miney were in cahoots. In cahoots is such a weird, a weird phrase. Can you present them in the other order? Ah. I wonder if it'll let you do that. Unlock successful. Yay! Alright, I'm gonna test that if we can present them in the other order. The other cloth and then the key. Multiple save slots. Pretty good. Take that. The murderer. This is confusing. It'll come together. These cases tend to do that. As you it's really figuring out how they did it. Okay, so can you present the cloth here, or does it have to be the key? That's what we're testing. Oh, you can present the cloth. The proof is this piece of cloth. I found it in the incinerator near the Winding Way. Same material as Maya's costume, except for the splotch of blood. You mean it's from Maya's costume that she was wearing at the time of the murder? Yes. But when Maya was arrested, she was wearing her costume. It's a similar dialogue, but very slightly different. Argument's too flimsy. And do you know whose blood that is at this point in time? You don't, do you? Do you have any proof that piece of cloth is from Maya's costume? Okay, so that's interesting. You can do it in either order. That's good. That's well done. I think this is the proof you're looking for. The key to the channeling chamber, huh? At the beginning of the channeling, Maya had possession of this key. And yet, somehow, magically ended up in the incinerator in the Center Garden. You're right. Okay, now it's similar. Yeah, they rewrote the dialogue slightly to account for which order you're doing it. That's really cool. Okay, load my save. Let me escape! I want to escape! 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 I don't think I have enough evidence yet. Okay, so he always does that. Oh, she's glaring at me. She's not happy. Okay, I'm just loading a save. Don't worry, Mia. Okay, now she's smiling. It's okay. Something's been bothering me all this time. This crime is something no normal person could carry out. The person would have to know a lot about Fey Manor and the village itself to do this. But Morgan already has an alibi. Yes, which is why I can't figure out how it was done. We can assume that Inimani is involved somehow. But we have one big problem on our hands. A problem? With what? We don't have a motive. Yes, we do. We have plenty of motive. Why would Morgan want to kill Dr. Gray? And why would she have to? Well, she didn't do it to kill Dr. Gray, she did it to frame Maya. Also, we don't really know for sure that she was cooperating with Ini. Mia doesn't have a clue either, huh? Then there is only one possibility. Huh? Think about it, Phoenix. Why would my aunt do something like this? And why would she do it in such an underhanded fashion? Because? Mother. She is the one who holds the key to this. Mother? Whose? Mine? Why would it be Phoenix's mother? Oh, Jesus. Oh. Oh. To frame Maya is just speculation at this point. Oh, it works though. It fits because Misty Faye took the master's seat from her, so she wants it back. Well, she wants it back for her branch. He doesn't want to be the branch family anymore. Don't be silly. Mine, of course. Misty Faye. Mia and Maya's mother? Why would she bring her up now? Now then. Looks like we've gathered everything we could. All we have to do is win tomorrow. Everything will become apparent then. Right. Chief, we won't lose. That was some great dialogue. Oh my god. Oh. Wow, it took almost an hour to finish off that investigation day. The investigation days are a lot longer in this game. Alright, I'll take a quick break and get some more water. I don't need a very long break, I'm just going to go to the bathroom and get some water. You think that's literally the only time in the series Nick's parents are mentioned? Yeah, what is up with his parents? I would love to know more. He just never mentions them. Do they even exist? I don't know. Alright, I'm going to go take a quick break. Let's see, we got some music. Leave you all with some Ace Attorney music. This one will do. In a court of law, evidence is everything. You think Morgan wanted to frame Maya, present evidence. Ah, you're right. We do need evidence. You're right. Bloody evidence. Alright. I shall be back. Very soon. Okay, I'm back. And I'm gonna go pet a cat. Okay. Oh, no, don't jump off. No! I was gonna pet you. But now she's leaving. You're leaving. Bed. Oh, cool. Thanks for letting me know, panicking. Let's see. Thanks for following, Lewin. Dissed by a cat, yeah. Alright, just gonna catch up on chat. Yeah, I want to make a Clavia Gavin video as well for the break, because that would fit very well. Dissed by a cat, story of our lives. Yeah. Cats know when you're pointing a camera at them. They know, but I don't know how. Yeah, they, I don't know how they work their magic. Cats are definitely magic in some way, though. Definitely. They have mind control powers. That's how they trick you into feeding them. Alright. Up to court. Yes, court is fun. June 22nd, 9:51 AM, District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. And thanks, Alyosha, for welcoming me back. Nick? Yeah? Did you know that Von Karma's daughter is only 18? Just like me? Yeah. Why? I was just thinking about how strong she is. I mean, she's been in Germany all this time, all by herself, and she's all grown up. Yeah, and I'm sure she felt a lot of pressure from her father's reputation. And then you look at me, and, well, I'm the daughter of the master, but I'm still just a little girl. Aw, no you're not, Maya. You're awesome. What if cats secretly have the power to control minds of human beings and enslave us to let them stay in our houses? Well, that's fine with me. And on top of that, I'm the suspect in a murder trial. Again. But I think you're really strong too, Maya, for all you've gone through. Good morning! The two of you look like you're doing well today. I'm happy for you. Hey! Morning, Pearly! You'll be safe today, Mystic Maya. Huh? What do you mean? My mother is coming today to show her support. Yeah, that's right, Pearly. Hey, Pearls? Yes, Mr. Nick? Do you think you could do me a big favour? Could you channel Mia today, too? Huh? I was sort of hoping to sit in the audience today and watch. Please, it's very important to me. I don't feel confident enough without her help. Mr. Nick, that's enough. You can't show weakness in front of the person you love. But Pearly, not this again. Please, can you do this for us, Pearls? Alright, I'll do it. I'll do it for Mystic Maya's sake. See you later then. I'll leave you two to your alone time. Aw, Pearl's so sweet. Good night, Ruth. Thanks for hanging out. Maya has come a long way since AA1. She can freely channel spirits now. Yeah. Yeah, Maya's a lot stronger than she gives herself credit for. Phew, thank goodness. Nick? This way, Pearls won't be able to see today's trial. What do you mean? What's going on? So Pearls doesn't have to see this family infighting. I'll put the heater on because it's getting a bit cold. So I'm just going to reset the noise filter. And the cat chose this moment to scratch the scratching post. I've got to wait for her to stop now. Okay. Okay, so how does that sound? Does that sound alright? Let me know if it sounds weird and I'll reset it again. I'm just trying to get rid of the background noise of the heater. Alright. 10 AM, District Court, courtroom number 2. Court is now in session for the trial of Maya Fey. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Let's start already. Mr. Phoenix Wright, I look forward to tonight's news with great joy. The image of your defeated face will be transmitted all over the world. All over the world, huh? Sounds like you've made quite a name for yourself, Phoenix. Don't be foolish, you foolish fool wearing the foolish clothes. Sounds great. Ah, thanks everyone. The famous one is me. I'm the prodigy who has never lost a case since becoming a prosecutor 5 years ago. Naturally, the world's eyes are on me as I conduct my first trial in this country. Uh-huh. That's nice, Miss Von Karma. Glad to see you're in such good spirits today, Miss Fey. Ah! It's true what they say. Women really are scary when they fight. Now then, a very interesting theory was presented during yesterday's session. That the defendant could have left the channeling chamber, correct? Yes. And this key is proof of that. This key, the only key to the channeling chamber, was not where it should have been. Your Honor, I would like to say one thing before we begin. Alright, let's hear it. The prosecution has determined that from the time of the murder to the time of arrest, the defendant did indeed leave the room at one point. What? But Miss Von Karma, then how do you explain this picture? Are you saying then that the person in this picture is not the defendant? I never said that wasn't the defendant. Then what is the meaning of this? All I am saying is that Maya Fey, after killing the victim, exited the room. And I believe that is when she dropped this key. Can you substantiate your claim? Isn't that what I'm here for? The prosecution would like to call the defendant's aunt, Morgan Fey, to the stand. Just as I suspected. Aunt Morgan. Poor Mia. She seems really torn by this. Witness, name and occupation. Maya has some serious self-esteem issues, which honestly Nick doesn't help much with. Yeah, he was thinking that thing about he thinks Maya's strong, but he didn't actually say it out loud. Doesn't really help if he doesn't say it out loud. Yeah, I was, oh, that's right, you didn't see yesterday's stream, did you, Counting? Yeah, I pointed out how, the whole situation is with Pearl channeling Mia. Only a foolishly fool would say foolishly fool so much. Sorry, hey, it's foolishly foolish fool. My name is Morgan Fay, and I'm a spirit medium, in a manner of speaking. I'm sorry, but what do you mean, in a manner of speaking? Ah! I don't think anyone really cares. Now then, after the murder took place, you kept watch over the defendant, correct? Yes, that is correct. I performed the spirit severing technique on Mystic Maya then. Spirit severing technique? A technique to remove a spirit from a body and send it back to the other world. That is... Yes, that is... You be quiet. Now, witness. Something happened while you were performing this technique, correct? Yes, that is correct. What in the world could have... Mystic Maya, she escaped from the room. What? And here we come to the heart of the matter. Maya Fey, while in a possessed state, managed to escape from the channeling chamber. Order! 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 Miss Fey, please testify to this court what happened during that time. Your Honour, I will try my best. I think someone just upped the ante on this trial. If you said it out loud, Pearl would think they were really dating. Pearl thinks that regardless. Francisca's voice clips are done by Jeanette Sue, one of the localizers who is now localization director of the series. That's cool. That's a really cool fact. In all seriousness, though, it's hard to tell people the things they need to hear. Words are hard. Yeah, that's a good point, Tag. I have a hard time saying things out loud that I find much easier to type. Yeah, I'm gonna drink some water. The cat has now abandoned me completely. Well, she'll be back. When she wants food. Alright, Maya's escape. After we heard the gunshots, those two broke the door open and entered the chamber. I requested that Mr. Wright and the other lady please contact the police. A pistol was hanging from Mystic Maya's hand, and she was in a daze. Then, quite suddenly, she thrusted me away from herself and escaped from the room. With great strength, she hit the base of my neck and I fainted for a short while. I'm afraid I have no knowledge of where she went after that. Sorry, what? This is so made up. Why have you hidden this until now? I did not wish to cause more trouble for Mystic Maya. However, I must correct falsities when they arise. That's right. She is simply correcting a falsity, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Why is she making it a point to take a stab at me? Never mind. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. My aunt is a very smart and sly person. It's going to be hard for us to find a crack in her testimony. Constantly having her channel Mia is also bad for her self-esteem because of the implication that Nick is only interested in her for Mia, not for her. Yeah, that's a really good point, actually, counting. What is she drinking? I have no idea. Yeah, I don't know why it's got, like, froth coming down the sides of the... it's weird. Alright. After we heard the gunshots, those two broke the door open and entered the chamber. Just now you said those two. Who were the two people you were referring to? I was referring to that foreign lady and yourself, good sir. Lotta's not a foreigner, despite how she talks. Oh, is that so? I'm sorry. I simply could not understand her atrocious English, not to mention she looked awful. Wow, Morgan. I can already see people in the Heartland gearing up for a riot. In any case, I have already sent the repair bill to your office, Mr. Wright. Oh, thanks. What did you do after that, Miss Fay? I requested that Mr. Wright and the other lady please contact the police. Oh, I didn't realise your health from the Psycholox, it doesn't actually refill during trial. Okay, that's something important for me to remember. Oh well. Was it really necessary to have two people do something so simple as call the police? If there was a possibility of escape, then one of us should have stayed behind. Yes, that is a very good point. At that time, I, myself, was a little confused. On top of which, there was another. Another what, madam? Oh, it's nothing. No need to concern yourself. I want to hear the end of that sentence. Question further. There was another reason you wanted both of us out of that room, wasn't there? You must testify. Why did you chase us out of the room? I simply did not wish for there to be more victims. The lives of both the good sir and that camera woman may be in danger, is what I thought to myself. Well, that was very noble of you, Miss Fay. This is bad. Now people have a good impression of her, and a bad one of us. Looks like she caught us napping. That's my art for you. Are you satisfied now, Mr. Wright? Miss Fay, please continue. A pistol was hanging from Mystic Maya's hand, and she was in a daze. Some Japanese teacups actually look like that? Oh, really? Interesting. Cyclock clearing refills, I think, 75% of your life bar. Oh, okay. Good to know. I keep pronouncing it Cyclock, and I think it's Psyche-lock, but actually, they mention them in the anime. How do they pronounce it in the dub? That would be the deciding factor for me. Are Cyclocks even in the anime? I don't think they weren't in season 1. During our investigation, you stated that you struck the defendant on the head, and this strike caused Maya to lose consciousness. Do you stand by this statement? I'm afraid I don't. The statement I gave you was a lie. But why would you lie about something like that? It is very painful for me to say this, however. The witness was lying to cover for the defendant. She was covering for Maya? Question further. So, you were covering for the defendant? Well, yes. It was only later that I was informed of what had occurred. That the renegade Mystic Maya had done something very unexpected. Something unexpected? What, pray tell, did she... Oh! This witness didn't and couldn't have seen what happened. If you want to know what this unexpected thing was, there is always later. Yes, very well. Uh-oh. Why does it suddenly feel like there's a rock in the pit of my stomach? Now, witness, continue with what happened. You pronounce it Cyclock too? It sounds better that way? Yeah, Psyche-lock sounds weird, doesn't it? I think I'll just pronounce it Cyclock. Every witness in this series commits perjury. Yeah. None of them ever seem to get in trouble, do they? Then, quite suddenly, she thrusted me away from herself and escaped from the room. Was it really that easy for her to escape from you? I'm ashamed to admit to such a thing, however, yes. But you are physically larger and stronger than the defendant. There is no way she could have escaped from you so easily. Have you forgotten already, Mr. Phoenix Wright? What about this picture? Remember that at the time, the defendant was not physically Maya Fey. Ugh. Growing old is such a mysterious thing. Trust me, I know firsthand. Basically, Mystic Maya's body was still that of the nurse she had called. But if she had run away, wouldn't you have given chase right away? Well, yes, I would have. However, with great strength, she hit the base of my neck and I fainted for a short while. You fainted? I became dizzy and then collapsed onto the floor.
How long were you unconscious?
I'm not sure. About 10 minutes, perhaps?
And the defendant almost certainly went somewhere in that time.
Happy, witness, elaborate on that point for us. I'm afraid I have no knowledge of where she went after that.
Is that because you were unconscious?
Why, yes.
Great. Well, now what?
So while you're unconscious, you have absolutely no idea where the defendant went? I would think that's obvious, good sir.
If that's true,
then how can you know for sure the defendant left the channeling chamber at all?
Now that you mention it, I have to wonder myself.
It's true that this witness is not able to confirm this, but the key word here is this witness.
What do you mean by that?
It means she has another witness up her sleeve, that's what. It looks like Miss Von Karma is ready to move on to her next witness.
That's enough. From what I can tell, there is nothing wrong with this witness's testimony. And from what she has said, we can establish that Maya Fey did leave the chamber.
I hope this isn't going to come back and bite us in the butt. Now, let's take the next logical step and ask, where did the defendant go after leaving the channeling chamber?
Yes. That is exactly what we should be— There!
Be quiet, you! Now then, what the escapee had done was she had gone to speak with a certain person. She went to speak with someone?
Who was it?
The prosecution calls Miss Miney, who was sleeping in the side room at the time. Miney? I think you can see where this is headed. That would make sense if she wanted to talk to her sister. Witness, name and occupation? Okay, so my name is, Miney. I'm, researching, parapsychology stuff at the, university.
What is this parapsychology?
Let's see. It's I guess most people call it occult stuff.
Even if that's what most people call it, I can't say I understand what it means.
Then I suggest you go home and research it yourself.
Yes, sir.
Now then, Miss Miney. After the murder took place, you spoke with the defendant, Maya Fey. Is this correct? I guess. If that's the case, then let's hear your testimony. That is alright, isn't it, Your Honour?
Yes, sir.
For the love of all things good, Your Honour, have some spine, for my sake. Yeah, I've heard that too, actually, counting. That contrary to what movies and games suggest, knocking someone out is both hard and very dangerous. If you knock someone out, there's a very good chance you've inflicted brain injuries. Yeah. It's such a common thing in stories and stuff. But yeah, it's in real life it's After the murder. When the channeling started, I was sleeping in the side room. A little later, someone came into the room, really suddenly. It was oh my god, totally my sister. I, hadn't seen her in, so long. I was so happy in, a sad way. My sister, she, told me something. Totally terrible.
Now hold your horses, young lady. You're saying the person that entered was your sister? Don't you mean the defendant, Maya Fey?
Really now, Your Honour? Maya Fey was still in the middle of channeling at that time.
Are you saying that the spirit was the spirit of this witness's sister?
Yes, Mimi Miney. She was a nurse at Dr. Gray's clinic.
Oh, well, this is...
Witness? Yeah? In your testimony, you mentioned a terrible thing. don't you tell the court what this terrible thing was? I'm sure we'd love to hear about it. Like, do I totally, like, really have to? Of course.
Miss Miney, please.
My sister, like, this is what she said to me. That was no accident. I was drugged with sleeping pills. I was murdered by that person. That's why I took my revenge. It's only fair, isn't it? Innie?
She took her revenge. Are you sure that's what she said?
Yes. There, are you satisfied, Your Honor?
I still can't believe it. I can't believe that a spirit would go so far as to use a medium to get revenge.
It is a bit hard to swallow. However, all the evidence and testimonies point to this as the truth. The end.
What do you think, Mr. Wright? It certainly seems like all the loose ends are accounted for.
This testimony just now, was it all made up? Was it just one huge lie? Of course it was, Phoenix. Mia, what do you mean?
We've been over this, Phoenix.
It's well constructed, but that's all it is. But even the most well-spun lies can be undone. We can do it, Phoenix. Let's find that one loose thread and unwind this tapestry of lies.
Your Honor.
There is room for doubt, so the defence will cross-examine this witness. We believe that our cross-examination will reveal the real truth behind this murder. Yet again, the foolish fool spouts out more foolishly foolish drabble. I wonder if you'll make this one more entertaining than the last. Wasn't Pearl in that room? She was in the winding way, which is between the rooms. Oh, hi cat. You scared me. Yeah, she's back. She wants food. Well, you're gonna have to wait now, aren't you? Because it's not dinner time yet. Close, but it's not dinner time. Poor baby. She's gonna starve. Innie apparently sleeps with her cap on. Yeah, actually. That is a weird thing to do. Like, when the channeling started, I was, like, sleeping in the side room. So if she was actually drugged, why would Dr. Gray channel her spirit? That would only make things worse, right? Because she would suspect. Yeah. Anyway. Was that because of your sesame allergy? Was it? Like, that's right. I think there were sesame seeds in the lunch they served that day. I had this premonition that it was going to be totally a seedy day.
Yes, indeed. I see.
Am I the only one who missed the boat here?
Anyway, so you were taking a nap. Did something happen while you were sleeping?
A little later, someone came into the room, really suddenly. Do you know the time? Maybe a little before 11 AM? Something like that, I think.
11 AM? Wait, what? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, my stomach is totally ready for, food. No, I think you misunderstood me. I'm not asking what time it is now. I meant what time was it when the someone came into your room. Oh, so, that's what you meant. You should have been more, clear about it. Sorry, my bad. No, it's okay. Like, it's really... That's it? Why'd you stop mid-sentence? Did I? So, like, what was I talking about again? Never mind. Witness, about this person who entered the side room. It was like, oh my god, totally my sister. So we didn't get her to say what time it was in the end. We should have pressed a bit harder on that one. Oh, okay. Hold it! Are you absolutely sure? I guess? You guess? Was it or was it not your sister who entered? Like, I don't know. I mean, like, I totally don't know your sister at all, Mr. Smith. First off, my name is not Mr. Smith. Second, I'm an only child. But more than that, she's managed to mess up the question with her answer. Well, Mr. Wright? The defense rests. Well, that was a colossal waste of our time. Now then, witness, how did you feel when you saw Miss Mimi Miney?
Come on!
Oh, thanks for following, Mike. Mike Datko. So she's dodging like every question by just being ditzy. So we can't get a straight answer out of her, and Phoenix is just kind of giving up a bit too early. You've seen Cat Phoenix Wright character art. That sounds cute. I, like, hadn't seen her in, like, so long. I was happy in, like, a sad way. You were happy in a sad way? Yeah, like, I mean, it was my sister. But wouldn't most people react here with surprise at seeing a dead loved one alive again? But, like, maybe if I was, like, someone who didn't know about, like, the occult. But I, like, know all about the Quran channeling technique. The point here is, the witness immediately recognized that it was her sister. Yeah, like what she said. Should I drop this line of questioning? No. So you really didn't think anything strange of the whole encounter? No. Like, there wasn't any reason for me to, like, think anything was strange. But... Ow! Don't keep badgering her. You know the phrase, objection? Could you try using that once in a while? Mr. Wright. This question of what the witness felt when she saw her sister. Is it really that important? Sure. Of course. Probably. It is very important. Although I haven't quite figured out what it is yet. But I've got to bluff for now and make it seem like I know what I'm talking about. That's what he does all the time. Alright, Mr. Wright. Miss Miney, please amend your testimony. Like, okay. I'm, like, totally cool with that. I wasn't, like, scared at all. And, like, her costume looked totally, like, normal. Aha! But the costume would have had blood on it. So, there was nothing odd at all about your sister's appearance? Like, yeah, nothing was, like, weird. Mia's talking to herself like she's found something wrong. That's impossible. Like, is everything okay? Can I, like, go on? My sister, she, like, told me something, like, totally terrible. Something terrible? What was this thing she told you? Huh? Like, didn't I just, like, tell you about it? Did you, like, forget already? A foolish fool with a foolish sieve for a brain only speaks foolishly with foolish words. Well, excuse me, princess. Oh, there's a reference. Anyway, should I ask to hear the story again? Sure. I'm sorry, but could I hear the story one more time? Like, sure, no problem. I'll even, like, tell it all spooky-like for you. That was no accident. I was drugged. with sleeping pills. I was murdered by that person. Yes, this whole part's strange. That's why I took my revenge. It's only fair, isn't it? Innie? Like, how was that?
It was a little scary. Aw, poor Judge. Let's give him a hug.
Like, I'm sorry. Maybe I, like, put too much spookiness into it? I know there has to be something here I can use, but where? She really put a lot of thought into this lie, didn't she? We can't rush this. Let's take it slowly, one step at a time. She's bound to slip up somewhere. Don't give up, but don't get careless, okay? Remember, calm and collected.
Save the game. Yeah, poor Judge. Aw.
You really wonder what Franziska's speech mannerism was in the original Japanese.
Yeah, I'd like to know some more about some of the quirks in the Japanese versions, actually.
Hey, King Brolly. Phoenix was part of the Super Mario Bros. Power Hour. Very good.
Okay. Now we present the costume with blood on it. Covered in blood. Blood. That was a very well spun lie, Miss Innie.
What are you babbling about this time, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
It's well constructed, but that's all it is.
Stealing my lines now, are we, Phoenix?
Miss Miney, may I remind you of what you said? You said that there was nothing strange about your sister's appearance. Yeah, and? But I don't think that's what you were thinking at all. Take a look at this picture. This is a picture of the sister you met. I would think that even you would be surprised if someone appeared before you like this.
The blood spray...
Miss Miney, why did you not include the blood you saw in your testimony? If you were really testifying and not lying, you would have noted it right off the bat. Order. Miss Miney, what is the meaning of this? Miss Miney? I'm thinking! Don't interrupt me! That ear!
And what are you stammering about, Your Honor?
Well, I don't...
That witness, her personality did a complete 180 there. Lots of people do that when they get on the stand, though.
First of all, calm yourself, witness. I'm sorry. I, didn't mean to snap. Now, hurry up with the testimony. Hey, amigo, welcome. Aw. But seriously, it's not dinner time yet, sweetie. He's really begging for food. The cat, that is. Not Franziska. If you please. Oh, the judge still looks a little shaken up. All of help he's going to be. If even the judge is afraid of her, why... He's too afraid of her to ban the whip from court? I don't know. You really like Innie's outfit? Yeah, it's pretty good, actually. I like her hair, the curl up. Yeah. After the murder, part 2. The side room was, kind of dark, you know? So, the costume is, purple, right? The blood totally blended right in. And I, persuaded my sister it wasn't, right to do something like that. And then, I took my sister to the channeling chamber. Yes, now I see. And you have given us a clear reason for why you didn't notice the blood. You think? Thanks, Gramps. Are you satisfied, Mr. Wright? No, it was daytime, and that door leads straight outside, so... Alright, I guess not. Very well, you may question the witness. The judge is scared of everyone in the courtroom except Nick. Yes. Only the room is kind of dark. The outside is bright as heck. Yeah, exactly. It was in the middle of the day when this happened, so... It was like 3 PM, I think they said. Yeah. Like, the side room was, like, kind of dark, you know? Really? Because I thought it was pretty bright inside that room. Don't push your subjective opinions onto this court. Like, that's right. Excuse me, but how is my statement any more subjective than Miss Miney's? You are such a hopeless cause. Witness, you may feel free to ignore this trite little man. Like, okay. Oh, can't breathe. Let me out of here. So, like, the costume is, like, purple, right? The blood totally blended right in. You didn't see the blood? Like, yeah. But she must have had the gun with her at that time as well. That's, Are you going to tell me next that you didn't notice the gun either? I, like, totally didn't. All I was looking at was, like, her face. Continue? And I, like, persuaded my sister it wasn't, like, right to do something like that. And what was your sister, Miss Mimi Miney, like at the time? Well, she was, like, totally flipped out because she just shot Dr. Gray. But I think, like, she knew. She, like, said she did something really bad. And, like, she said she wanted to go with me to, like, apologise to Miss Morgan. Did Mimi's spirit really say all that to you? Like, yeah. And then, like, I took my sister to the channeling chamber. Was your sister calm by that time? Like, I guess so. I guess maybe, like, taking her revenge on Dr. Gray, like, made her feel a lot better. I'd like to feel a lot better too, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The sooner, the better. She says with her whip at the ready. And, like, Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know? May I ask you one more thing, Miss Miney? Like, sure. Was there anything you found strange, unusual, or just out of place? Something out of place? Huh? Like, when do you mean? When? When you... Save the video game. We're in the side room. I'm talking about when you were in the side room, of course. Like, no. Nothing strange. What should I do? Think harder. I know you can remember something. I, like, totally can't. Just give up already, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I wonder if I put too much faith in Innie's ability to do anything with that brain. It's no good. I can't find anything wrong. Phoenix, the judge believes his testimony. If you don't find some sort of hitch in her statement, he'll end the trial. I know. We have to give it another shot. It doesn't matter how many times we listen, we can't give up. Okay. Hold it! Oh, that's right. Oh, so yeah, so Phoenix's Japanese name is Japanese for I see. Yeah. I keep forgetting about that pun. That's a good pun. Naruhodo. That's his name. I think I remember what we want to point out here. So I'll ask this one first. I'm talking about when you arrived at the channeling chamber, of course. Like, no, nothing strange. What should I do? She should have seen a dead body, actually. Wouldn't that have freaked her out? Think harder. I know you can remember something. I, like, totally can't.
Weird that it doesn't let us ask about that, but oh well. We'll ask the other thing. We're going to the crime scene. I'm talking about when you were going to the channeling chamber, of course. Like, no, nothing strange. She answered rather quickly. Now what? Press harder. Think harder. I know you can remember something. I, like, totally can't. That's not good enough. You have to explain yourself clearly to this court. Do you think, Mr. Wright, that whether or not there was something odd on the way to the channeling chamber is all that important? Nah, not important. Not at all. Actually, I really have no idea. Phoenix PNG. Then don't say it like you know what you're talking about. This has been the most extravagant waste of time that I've ever seen. Let's continue on with the testimony. Oh, rude. I ask because it is very important. Not that I know where I'm going with this. Very well. Miss Miney, if you will, please include a statement about this in your testimony. Like, I don't get why, but okay. I, like, didn't see anyone on the way to, like, the channeling chamber. Try to remember that time. Oh, like, I remember. Like, I totally didn't see anyone on the way. I guess this really is a dead end. Something you finally pull out of a witness is never a dead end, Phoenix. Alright, so we know what to do here. Oh, I know what to do. Cat. The cat is going a little mental at the moment. Where are you? Hey, sweetie. There. She's trying to get my attention. And she's succeeding. She should have seen Pearl, because Pearl broke the urn and was desperately trying to fix it. Objection! Objection! You say that you didn't see anyone on the way to the channeling chamber. However, that is impossible. Like, what do you mean? I'd like to introduce someone to you. This is Miss Morgan Fay's daughter, Pearl Fay. Interesting. You have a semi-intelligent look on your face. So, what about this child? It just so happens that at the time of the murder, Pearl was playing in the centre garden. The garden? Yep. Which means anyone walking through the area would have to have seen her. So, Miss Miney, what do you have to say to that? No. As the court can see, she's a bit of an airhead. Also, she was leading her sister at the time. Do you honestly think she would have noticed a simple child playing? Preposterous! It's not preposterous, and I can prove it. What sort of foolish... There is no way someone walking along the winding way could not have noticed Pearl. Because my badge was right there. Oops, silly me. Slip of the finger. Mr. Wright, you need to keep control of that finger of yours. There's so many good thumbnail options. Which one do I use for this video? I've got at least 3 or 4 now. That's not a good one. As I thought, this is the wrong piece of evidence. Wow! An irresponsible lawyer has no place in this court. I suggest you go home. Oh, so it's come down to a blunt go home. Don't overthink this. All you need to do is remember what happened yesterday. There is no way someone walking along the winding way could not have noticed Pearl. I don't remember when my last save point is, so I won't bother loading. The judge thumbnail. Okay, I've got like 2 different judge ones. There's the one where he's saying, that was very scary. And the one where he's talking about Phoenix's finger. I think I'll go with the scary one. That was a really good one. The secret urn. This urn is my proof. An old, cracked clay pot? What is that going to prove? Do you know why it's cracked?
It's because Pearl broke it. That's why.
She broke the urn?
Yow!
Why? Why do I feel like you're about to ruin my beautiful day?
This urn was broken around the time the channeling started.
Oh,
And Pearl was the one who put it back together, while sitting right in the middle of the winding way.
what?
Miss Miney. Pearl was there in the winding way at the time. She was hard at work, putting the pieces of the urn back together, you see. If you couldn't see that while you were walking, I'd have to declare you legally blind. I think I have sufficiently proven one thing, Miss Miney. You are a masterful liar. Mr. Wright, you need to watch what you say. The one who needs to watch what she's saying is the witness. So, Miss Miney, tell us the truth.
About what?
About what? About where you really were at the time of the murder, of course. The witness just testified about that.
That's right. I was, sleeping in the side room.
Can I really believe her? Was she really sleeping in the side room? Yeah, I guess so. Probably. The whose mother, mine, was a really good line as well. There's so many good lines to go with. Hey Shizzle, welcome. Yeah, I don't think I've got a judge thumbnail yet, so yeah, I think I'll go with one of the judge ones. The judge deserves more attention. Oh. The cat? She is really cute at the moment. Yeah, she's probably fine. Yeah, I guess so. Sorry, my mistake. Very well. Now then, let's proceed. Wait, Phoenix! What? Did I miss something again? You shouldn't let up on this line of questioning. Huh? Why not? Who is the only person you didn't see with your own eyes at the time of the murder? It was Innie Miney, correct? Which means you can safely assume she is the real murderer. That's a pretty daring assumption. But it's the most obvious, isn't it? I mean, is there anyone else? Well, no, I guess not. It's worth a shot, even if it's in the dark. So let's try to prove that Miss Miney was not in the side room at the time. So this will be bluff number... We've done this so many times, I've lost count. Your lies end here! But what do you... The witness says that during the actual murder, she was asleep in the side room. And I say that's not possible, because there's clearly a contradiction here. A contradiction? Where is this contradiction? Help me, Mia! Help me, Mia! I'm useless. I may have overreached on this one. Is there really a contradiction somewhere? Don't worry, you're on the right path, Phoenix. It might be a little hard for you to see the contradiction, but it's there. So, just this once, do you want me to help you out? Help me! Please, I need your help right now. Hold on. First, calm down, Phoenix. Good. That girl, she slipped up with her words. Her words? If she really was in the side room the entire time, then she just testified about something she shouldn't have any knowledge of. And what is that? The rest is for you to figure out on your own. Mr. Wright, what is your answer? Okay, time to add another bluff to the pile. Okay. So it's in the evidence. Sorry, it's in the testimony is the right one. So we'll go with it's in the evidence. The answer is in the court record. What? Planning to throw out another irrelevant piece of evidence? Very well, the court will see this evidence. Wait! But Mia? I don't know what you plan on showing to the court. It's my badge. But I can guarantee you the answer is not there. Just this once, I'll lend you a hand. Now rethink your answer.
Alright. Okay, it's going to put us on this line anyway. I think this is going to be the same dialogue, but I'll check just in case. Earlier in your testimony, Miss Marnie, you made the following statement. And, like, Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know? It's true that at the time, both myself and Miss Hart were not there. We had gone to call the police. So? Like, what does that, like, have to do with anything? It's very simple. Miss Marnie, how did you know that fact? How? I concede that Miss Fay was the only person in the channeling chamber. However, someone who was asleep in the side room could not have known that. Which means, Miss Marnie, you did, in fact, go to the channeling chamber. But you didn't go there by way of the Winding Way. But look at the Mana Guide map. If one were to go between the side room and the channeling chamber, one would have to use the Winding Way. Yes, that's right, Your Honor. Which is why I asked this very important question. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Miss Marnie, please answer the question. No. Why is she looking smug again? Don't ask the question off of a baseless assumption, if you please. Well, I suppose since you put it out on the table, Mr. Phoenix Wright, you might as well answer the question for us. What do we have to do it? Jeez. You missed a whole bunch. What's happening now? Okay, so we finished off the investigation day from yesterday. We found out that Innie Miney was in the car when her sister had the accident. That she was there in the accident. Her face was really badly messed up. They actually had to put it back together with plastic surgery. So she was there when the accident happened. And we suspect that Morgan Fay might have arranged all this. And we suspect that Innie Miney is her accomplice. And Morgan Fay is trying to throw Maya under the bus. She came in to testify. She gave a fake testimony to try and look Maya look bad. And then we didn't get to find anything wrong with that testimony. And now Innie Miney's here and we're shredding her testimony. Facial surgery while still a college student. Japanifornia's healthcare sounds amazing. Yeah, it does actually, doesn't it? Yeah. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Now's your chance, Phoenix. Yeah. The only person who could have killed Dr. Gray was Innie Miney. So now is the time to prove it. Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your answer. After I save the game... Where was the witness when the murder took place? She was in the meditation room! She was here. Phoenix, did you turn the map upside down? Oh, she slapped me on the wrist. There is no way she could have committed the crime from there. You two, keep disrupting this court, and this trial is over. Is that clear? Yes, Your Honor. Sorry. That's good. Yeah, actually, I don't really know anything about Japan's healthcare system. Oh, she must have been. If she's the murderer, she's the only one left we can assume is the murderer. So she must have been in the channeling chamber. Miss Miney was here, of course. What? But that's the channeling chamber. Isn't that the crime scene? Yes, very good, Francisca. You get a gold star. That's right. Miss Miney was at the scene of the crime. Order, order, order. That is... Oh! Mr. Phoenix Wright, have you lost your mind?
Yesterday's testimony established that only the victim and the defendant were in the chamber when the channeling started. Yes, that is correct. Please explain yourself, Mr. Wright. Simple. Miss Inimani was hiding at the scene of the crime. I was hiding? Where? Like, where was I hiding? Didn't get to save. Yeah, well. She was hiding behind the door. Miss Miney was hiding here. Oh! If you're going to tell a joke, at least make it one I'll laugh at. Go home, boy, and look up what hiding means. Oh, there's a different face. Looks like I'm going to have to one-up her. Fine then, I will. I'll even use the big boys dictionary. Phoenix, you can't lose your cool like this. And grow up. Huh? Oh, sorry, Chief. You still haven't learned your lesson, have you, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Where? Like, where was I hiding? I can't be bothered reloading. Here, of course. Behind the folding screen? Don't make me say this again. Recall yesterday's testimony. There ain't no way anyone was hanging out behind that folding screen. See, you stupid jerk. Quit being so quick to pin it on me, slimeball. Now, Miss Miney. One so young as you shouldn't be saying, "Shut it, Gramps," as if you know exactly how old I am. I'm sorry. Looks like the pipe's about to burst. Guess I should help it along. The witness was hiding behind the folding screen, with the help of this. My badge. Yeah, you go ahead and use that to hide. And you should hide in shame until you die. Wow. Wowza. She was hiding in the lawyer badge, exactly. What's with these two? It's like they did a mind meld all of a sudden. And Star Trek reference. Love it. Don't let them affect you. Just think about the correct answer. What's wrong, boy? Come on, say something, you loser. Now, Miss Miney. One so young as you shouldn't be saying, "Shut it, Gramps." Same dialogue as before. Clothing box. Miss Miney. How you were able to hide yourself at the scene of the crime is very simple. You were hiding inside this box. Huh? That tiny little box? No person could fit in that. Sorry, but your theory has already been disproved. Lotta disproved you when she was hiding from me in it. But that clothing box was in the side room, right? Which means it has nothing to do with the murder at all. That's right. I was sleeping there, so I should know. That clothing box was there in the side room the whole time. Mr. Wright. Do you think you can prove where the clothing box was at the time of the crime? Wow, look at that health bar. I should probably reload, shouldn't I? Nah. It's kind of hard to prove. I guess by that look, there is a way to prove it. If you look in the court record... I guess I should take a look in the court record. Well then, if there are... Please wait. I said it was hard, but I didn't say it was impossible to prove. Then stop puffing up your feathers and hurry up. And now, I present the piece of evidence that will prove this clothing box was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. I mean, I present the box, but it's definitely a badge. Your Honor? I fell asleep. You got lucky, Phoenix. Now give it another shot. Alright. That's enough. It doesn't let me reload. Okay. We have to sit through the bad ending. Nick watches Star Trek, but he doesn't watch Steel Samurai. Yeah, I'm not sure why my life bar was so low. I must have, one of those hits I took must have been more health than usual. Alright. It's hiding. Oh, cat. Hi, cat. Yes, yes, I will feed you when it's time to feed you. She's very impatient today. I think it's because she woke up and, yeah, now she doesn't want to go back to sleep till she's eaten. With the box. What's in the box? What's in the box in the room? Ah, a box emote. Nice. Of course. It's a Metal Gear box. Very good. So, there we go. Got a nice save file here. Yes, I get it. So I guess we just show the box again, because it has a bullet hole in it. Take a look at this clothing box. You're so stupid. As if there's any sort of evidence in that old thing. What on earth? I don't have time for you to sit there surprised. Hurry up and say it already. There's a hole about 8 inches off the ground. A hole about 8 inches off the ground. Where have we heard that before? The folding screen? It had a hole at the same height. That's right. I hope this has opened your eyes to what happened. At the time of the shooting, the clothing box was sitting behind the folding screen. Which is why the bullet from the pistol hit both the box and the folding screen. It went through the screen and then into the box. Miss Miney, you were hiding behind the folding screen, waiting for your chance. Yes, for your chance to kill Dr. Gray. Ah! Order, order. So what you are saying? Then, Mr. Phoenix writes, what about this picture? Are you saying that the person in this photo is Miss Inimini? That is exactly what I'm saying. Miss Inimini, you were hiding inside this clothing box all along. And you wore a medium's costume to masquerade as Maya Fey. I'm going to drink some water. What on earth is that emote, Alyosha? A monitor with legs? You kind of wonder where Phoenix got his spiky hair from, his mother or father. Yeah, actually, that would be good to know. It contains a lot of static electricity. That's where the spiky hair comes from. To masquerade as Maya Fey? She had it planned from the very beginning. She would kill Dr. Gray and pin the blame on my client. No. So stop. I can't stand to listen to any more of this foolishness. If that's the case, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then I have a proposition. This whole idea that the witness moved the clothing box to the crime scene, pretended to be the defendant, killed the victim, and then fled the scene of the crime. It's not possible for one person to do all that by herself. German when he was playing the Nintendo Labo. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm guessing she's wearing a wig, because her hair colour is like totally different colour. Well, we want to say it's not possible, because Morgan Fay helped her, but it's possible. I'm sure it's possible if you were to try. Oh!
I don't want to hear if. If you're going to give me if, then give me some proof along with it. Where did Inimini get the costume then? How about the wig? I wasn't talking about that exact point. I meant people, humans. If you want to do something bad enough, then...
That's enough. Beyond simply proposing that it is possible for one person to commit this crime, it is the duty of a lawyer to back up his or her claims. Yeah, it's your duty. If you can't do that, then your proposal falls flat. Yeah, it totally falls flat. Why do you have to hurt me so?
It's alright, Phoenix.
Huh?
It isn't possible for one person to commit this crime, but...
That's right.
Didn't take any health damage. It really is impossible. For one person to do all the preparations, that is.
Oh!
Need I remind you? The foolish receive no mercy. But wait! Miss Von Karma, you said it was not possible for one person, correct? What? You can't be serious.
Miss Miney, you had an accomplice.
My badge.
Your accomplice was... Any thoughts, Miss Von Karma?
I don't even want to waste the energy to raise my whip. His lady friend can deal with him. Really, Phoenix? You even got Miss Von Karma to give up on you too.
Too?
As in, me too?
Oh.
Okay, I'll think more carefully this time.
Hang on, I want to reload. Not sure how much longer the court segment is. Badge tried to frame Maya. Can't trust badges. Look at that tiny little badge. It's plotting. Really like this music. Morgan Fay. This person? If it wasn't someone from Karine Village, you couldn't have gotten the costume. And if it wasn't someone from the Fay household, you wouldn't have that box to use.
Morgan Fay?
Isn't that the wonderful lady, the lady witness we had earlier? What do you have to say to this, Miss Miney? You shot Dr. Gray with your own 2 hands. Do you deny it? Ah! I think this is what really happened. The murderer had planted herself at the scene of the crime, long beforehand. Dressed in a medium's costume and wearing a wig, she pretended to be the defendant. And then, the channeling started. The murderer crept silently towards the other 2, both of whom had their eyes closed. First, she drugged Maya Fay with a strong sleeping agent. Then, she stabbed Dr. Gray with the knife. Next, she hid my client inside the clothing box. She did that so she could take Maya's place and frame her for the crime. But that's when something unexpected happened. Unexpected? Yes. Dr. Gray was actually not yet dead. With the last of his strength, he fired a shot at his attacker. And that is why the hole in the folding screen was so low to the ground. The murderer then took the gun from Dr. Gray and... After that, you and the other lady thought to break into the room? Yes, a gunshot is certainly something you wouldn't expect to hear. Which is why, upon hearing the shots, we forced our way into the channeling chamber. Miss Miney, she immediately covered her own costume with blood. And pretended to be Maya Fay. That sort of deception would have been easy to see through. Which is precisely why Miss Morgan Fay chased us out. Please leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police. Hurry, before there are more victims here. What is one supposed to say? This is the real truth behind this murder. Who's that? Laughing at a time like this? Look, Ark! Oh, you simple-minded fools. I'm sorry. Are you still by chance evolving? What is it this time? We're evolving. Bum 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 bum. Drink some water. Yeah, actually, I wish we could ask Mia if the spirit severing technique is a real thing. You're kind of curious if they'll say anything if you point out the judge or Francisca as the accomplice? Oh, I wish I'd tried that. I'll have to check where my save file is. Next time I save. Miss Von Karma? Surely. Of course it was me. Do you really think someone of Von Karma blood would lose due to something this petty? What in the world? Mr. Phoenix Wright, your argument is flawed in one very crucial area. Yes, we need proof. And that is? If this witness is the real murderer, why would she go through all this trouble? Huh? Working together with a medium, pretending to be one, putting on this whole act? What reason would she have to do such foolish things? Eh? Well, that's, yeah, that's right. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'm gonna make a different save. Oh, and one other thing. Why would Miss Inimani want to kill Dr. Gray? Where is her motive? Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to say too. Yeah, motive! I don't have a motive! Motive? That's... I can't say she has no motive here. I have to think of a motive now. What is her reason for wanting Dr. Gray dead? The reason you wanted Dr. Gray dead is this! I wanted to save. A badge. Oh hum, ho hum, ho hum. Is this a word search? I'm having a tough time finding the word motive. Oh, my breathing is becoming laboured. Oh. My eyesight is failing me. Makes you not want to get old, doesn't it, Mr. Phoenix Wright? I'm going to take my time and think carefully about this. Phoenix, think back. What kind of axe would Innie have to grind with Dr. Gray? There is only one reason, right? Only one? Motive. Okay, now we can save. So I'll put it here. Yeah, so I'll see where this other save is up to. Aha! Okay, let's test what happens if we point out the judge as an accomplice. You start suffering big penalties at this point. Yeah, we do, don't we? Save scumming is an important thing in this game. Oh, the judge isn't on the list. We can point out Francisca, though. Don't think we get any special dialogue. Nah. Aw, that was a good idea, though. I really like that idea. I have to think of a motive now. What is her reason for wanting Dr. Gray dead? Because, now, what does this clipping say?
What if this is what we show? If we're suspecting that she wanted to revenge her sister being drugged? Huh. Just as I thought. You bore me with your silly answers, Phoenix Wright. Just great. Now even she is calling me by my full name. You think I did this to get revenge for my sister's death? Yes. Because through that accident, you suffered a lot of hurt and pain yourself. Don't be stupid. No one has proof that Dr. Gray drugged my sister, right? And you want to say I wanted to take revenge based on nothing? What do you mean by that? Senile, stupid Gramps. I'm, like, going to explain, so, like, please listen, okay? It's been over half a year since I was discharged from the hospital. If I, like, wanted revenge, then, like, I wouldn't have waited this long. And besides, like, the guy that thought of the spirit thing was, like, Dr. Gray. It was, like, a total coincidence. He asked me about it, you know? She's back to her airhead persona. However, you see... Ah! Pathetic, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You failed to support your own theory. The end. I think we have our answer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What Miss Miney has stated is very true. The revenge plan is overly complicated, and she has no motive in the first place. Furthermore, there is no reason for Miss Morganfay to cooperate with this plan. You don't even have any truly decisive pieces of evidence to demonstrate your point. So many faults, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You should really learn your place. Ah. But what happened? I thought I had her for sure. See, like, it's just as I, like, told you. I hope you liked your slice of humble pie. Very well. I now conclude the cross-examination of Miss Miney. Oh. Your Honour, please, allow the defence 1 more minute. All right. He just says, okay. Some people wait years for revenge. Look at Manfred. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Manfred's revenge plot was ridiculously complicated. You can't lose here. Have faith in yourself, Phoenix. Mia. Yes, it does sound like a ridiculously messed up plan for a murder. But, you know, regardless, that girl trained for this crime. Really? Listen, Phoenix. Everything happens for a reason. There is a reason for why she had to kill Dr. Gray. And it is also the reason she had no choice but to kill him in this fashion. Time is up, Mr. Wright. Your final answer, please. Save my video game. Yes, please. If you want to say that you can prove Miss Miney had a motive, then why did she kill the victim in this way? Can you provide the reason? Can I? Can I really do this? Nah. I am not totally confident here, but I know that I must press on no matter what. That's right, Phoenix. Only you can do this now. Wait, what? I thought I picked no. Hang on. This is still pretty convoluted for a case 2. Yeah, this is pretty complicated. Compared to the previous games. Case 2. Yeah, I picked no, I can't. I'm not totally confident here. Okay, does it not matter what I pick? Doesn't actually matter what I pick. Why is that choice there? The dialogue isn't even different. I will show and substantiate the fact that Miss Miney had a motive. Too bad. You're too late. My cross-examination has already ended, after all. Eek! Interesting. I'll let you have your chance, Mr. Phoenix writes. She's very sporting. What? You're supposed to be on my side. Von Karma only cares about the perfect win. As long as you have the will to fight, I will knock you down, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Nice rhyme there. She's busting some rhymes. And I don't care if you are my witness, so help me, I will throw you out of my way. No way. Very well. The court will take a 5-minute recess. We will continue the cross-examination after we reconvene. Hey! But wait a second! To be continued. There's more. It's like we were near the end, but there's a whole other segment. Well, I think I need some more water. And I think it's time to feed this cat. Yep, this poor, starving cat. Let's feed this poor, starving creature. See, I'll show you. She's all skin and bones. Sweetie? Want some food? Yeah. She'll come with me. Alright, I'll leave you with some music. Break screen. And what are we up to? I'll just play the Cyclops music. Alright, I'll see you all soon. I'll get some more water and stuff, and I'll feed the cat. Okay, I'm back. Thanks everyone for waiting. No live feeding of her. Oh, nah, we feed her over in the kitchen. I guess I could feed her on the couch though, next time, so you can all see. Yeah, maybe I'll do that next time. Put these gloves back on. It's kind of cold here. My hands keep getting cold. Franny is a native tongue. Oh, do you mean in the Japanese version? Oh, thanks everyone for welcoming me back. Alright, so hopefully this is the last segment of Case 2, so let's see if we can finish it today. Cat has been fed, we can proceed with the case now. Yes, exactly. Leave. June 22, 12:04 PM, District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. It's a musical group? Oh, okay. Sorry, I misunderstood you. Is it really true? About my aunt? I'm afraid so, Maya. There is no way Innie could have killed Dr. Gray by herself. And under the circumstances, there's no one else other than your Aunt Morgan. That's terrible. Why? Why would my aunt... Everything is going just as I predicted, Mr. Phoenix, right? Oh, it's her. Miss Von Karma? Why are you doing this? Why are you trying to take revenge on Nick? Nick had nothing to do with what happened to your dad. Don't you have something better to be worrying about? Say, your own situation? Oh, looking down on me, even though we're the same age. Are you done yet? You've caused me enough pain and suffering. Not yet. I like her earrings, actually. I should get earrings like that. I never really wear interesting earrings. My goal is to defeat you and let the whole world know of your defeat. But even if you do that, it won't bring your father back. Whatever. In the meantime, let's bring this match to its conclusion. And then we'll know who the real winner is. Yeah, her outfit's really good, isn't it? Oh, we got some more fan art. Nice. I love your fan art, amigo. pictured Innie practicing for her revenge on Dr. Gray. Alright, hang on. I'm going to show you this. And boop! Innie practicing for her revenge on Dr. Gray. That's really good. Die, Gray, die. Thanks, Amigo. Amiga Lupus, yeah. I always love your fan art, it's great. Alright. 12:10 PM, courtroom number 2. Court will now reconvene. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honour? Can you prove Miss Innie had a motive? Yes, I believe I can. Innie and Dr. Gray have only one point of connection. And that is the car accident 1 year ago. The motive I'm looking for must be there. Miss Miney, please testify to this court about your car accident last year. Huh? I thought, you wanted to, ask about my, motive? I, don't see the point in, bringing up the past. Miss Miney, if you please. Okay. I totally don't think it'll do any good, but... Wait, how come we're allowed to ask her what to testify about? Isn't the prosecution the one who does that? Hey, Sneejan. How much have you missed? We're in the final court segment of this case. Did you want me to get you up to speed, or did you already know what happens? Last year's accident. That was, last year, in May. It's fine? Okay. Something really bad had happened at, my sister's clinic around then. And, the night of the accident, my sis was totally tired while she was driving. I was, totally pooped too, so I, fell asleep in the passenger's seat. I, woke up because of a jolt, and, it was a sea of flames around me. I, opened the door and, got away. Stop saying like. Like, comment, subscribe. I think I've heard of this incident. It was all the talk on the tabloid shows, day after day, last year. Yes, and there was talk about Dr. Gray drugging your sister? No! Those were merely rumours. Totally baseless gossip. Yes. Mr. Wright, you may question the witness. Right now, it's impossible to prove that Dr. Gray did, in fact, drug Miss Miney's sister. Yeah. Which means I'll have to work this from another angle. We can ask the witness what to testify. Black arts must be afoot. Yeah. Franny dismissing it means that 90% certain it happened. Yeah. That was, last year, in May. Didn't some sort of medical malpractice happen at your sister's hospital then? Yeah, that was in May too. The thing with all the patients dying was, May 2nd. And, our car accident was, on the 24th. 2 accidents back to back. Do you assume it's just a coincidence? My sis was, totally tired, so that's why, duh. Something really bad had happened at, my sister's clinic around then. Hang on, what was the date? May 2nd. Okay, that is right. And May 24th? Yeah, that's right as well. Okay. That was the malpractice incident where 14 patients died, correct? Yeah. What was the cause of the mistake? I heard it was because the medicines, got mixed up. Was that the fault of your sister, Mimi Miney? No way. Dr. Gray, wanted to blame it on my sis. That incident has nothing to do with our murder here. Besides, the police report has already documented that it was entirely Mimi Miney's fault. Which means, as far as the real facts are concerned, Mimi Miney is the one who made the mistake. But, it really wasn't my sis. if the nurse was so exhausted that patients died, then that exhaustion could be the cause of the car accident too. Yeah. And like, the night of the accident, my sis was totally tired while she was driving. She was totally tired. You mean exhausted? Like, she had to talk to the police, and like, was being investigated, like, every day. It was like a totally terrible situation. It's no wonder then that the car accident happened, huh? Press harder. Always press harder. So then, why didn't you ask to switch places? Huh? Like, what are you talking about? I meant switch drivers. If your sister was so tired, then you should have switched with her. True, true. Ah, but, like, I don't, like, have a driver's license. Wait. Isn't that photo from her license? This is news to me. I was not aware you didn't have your license, Miss Miney. Miss Miney, please amend your testimony. Like, okay. Anyway. I was, like, totally pooped too, so I, like, fell asleep in the passenger seat. The accident happened at night, correct? Yeah, like, it was at, like, 1 AM or so, I think. I had, like, a paper due, so, like, really soon. So, like, I hadn't slept and was working, like, real hard. So it was because the two of you were so tired that this accident happened. I, like, woke up because of a jolt, and, like, it was a sea of flames around me. And your sister, what happened to her? I didn't see her. The car was, like, totally black, and there was, like, a ton of smoke. I, like, totally had, like, no clue what was going on. I, like, opened the door and, like, got away. Please tell us about your escape in more detail. I, like, kept wanting to forget that time. So, like, I don't remember things about the accident in, like, detail anymore. Well, it's alright. No need to push yourself. I think I, like, gave an interview after the accident. Like, that would probably be the most accurate, you know? If it's that article, then I've already got it. I, like, didn't have my license, so, like, I couldn't take over driving for her. And that's why you were in the passenger seat? Like, yeah. I was, like, at my college's research lab till, like, really late. So my sis was, like, giving me a ride home. I see. Phoenix? Yes? You can't do this. You're being too easy on her. There's got to be some sort of secret sleeping in this testimony. Yes, so let's find that one crushing contradiction and end this. Here, and save the game. But you did have a license! Miss Miney, that was a lame lie just now. Like, what do you mean? I know you had a license back then. This is a photo you took for the express purpose of getting a driver's license. What is the meaning of this, Miss Miney? That's right. Yeah, I had, like, a license, but I didn't get it until after the accident. No, you had it. You had it at the time of the accident. Director Hoddy, or the guy pretending to be him anyway, said so. What? Are you talking about that perverted fake clinic director? Yes, that perverted fake clinic director. How did you know? Ouch! No one cares. Witness, when did you receive your driver's license? Like, last November. What? November?
The accident happened last May. That's a half-year lapse in time, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What in the... That's what happened, Mr. Wright. At the time of the accident, Miss Miney did not have a driver's license. But they used the picture to reconstruct... I hope it turns out he's the actual director and also a patient on his own clinic. That would be pretty funny. Oh. Cry, and my whip will accommodate. Anyway, without a license, the witness and her sister could not have switched drivers. I'm, glad you get it, but, even if I had my license, I, don't think my sis would have, let me drive. Oh. Don't just stand there humming to yourself. Not you too, Mia. With the whip, and the pain, and the owl. Wait, what? Did Mia whip us? Miss Miney, why do you think you would not have been allowed to drive anyway? That's because... I think this situation calls for a more detailed testimony. Miss Miney, if you please. How annoying. Oops, sorry. Didn't mean to be mean. Yeah, gonna get some more water. Okay. Around that time, I was, really close to getting my license. My sis was, this totally big fan of cars and, really valued them. She, had just gotten this really shiny, bright red sports car. She, would say things like, "No way am I letting a noob drive my car." So, that's why I ended up in the passenger seat. That night, too. I see. A bright red car for sports. Now then, the defense may question the witness. I'm not terribly knowledgeable about cars, but... Don't allow her to drive because she keeps her eyes closed all the time. Except when she's mad, yeah. Around that time, I was, really close to getting my license. So what do you mean by really close? I had one of those permit things. I think that's what they're called. Permit? Wow, the big name lawyer boy doesn't even know what a driver's permit is. Well, this lawyer never had a permit. Ah! Ignorance is to be whipped. What is with her? All she's said in the last few minutes is utter nonsense. So, may I continue? My sis was, this totally big fan of cars and, really valued them. She valued cars? How much would you say she valued her car? Well, she'd flip out at, a drop of rain. And, she would notice if someone, touched the car door with dirty hands. In that case, why bother taking the car out of the garage, ever? Good point. Why does she take such special care of the car? How can you say that? It was a brand spanking new car. New car? You wouldn't want to, get it dirty, would you, Mr. Lawyer? I would think that cars getting dirty is just another fact of life, but... I guess people who really love cars think otherwise. Phoenix, try asking something of more significance, alright? Well, Miss Whitey, what kind of car was it? She, had just gotten this really shiny, bright red sports car. It was a new car. Yeah. She had, just gotten it. It was, from the UK. The UK. Were those her boyfriend's initials? Another great quote from the judge. Jesus Christ. There's so many great quotes this video, this stream. Okay. And it was a really special model. She had waited for a whole year for it to arrive. I guess her love of cars would be the obvious next topic. The judge is on a roll, yeah. Yeah, how could the nurse afford a sports car? A nurse at a private clinic, but still, yeah. I really don't know anything about cars, but I had a feeling this was bound to come up. Your Honour. Yes? Please have the witness append what she just said to her testimony. You mean the part about it being a special import car? Yes. Well, if you like cars that much, then... That's not my point. Though, to be honest, I don't know what the point is either. Miss Miney, would you please fix your testimony? Sure, whatever. My sister's new car was like a totally special model from England. I yelled, hold it, pretty forcefully, but I don't actually know what to ask about cars. Ask for the heck of it. So yes. What am I supposed to pick for a topic? Let's start with this. Why are British cars good? Like, huh? They're expensive, and their driver's seat is opposite to our cars here in the States. It would seem there is no benefit to owning one. Like, huh? This whole steering wheel, the right side thing, it's kind of goofy, isn't it? I wonder if this dialogue was added to the HD version to make this a bit clearer what's happening. You, what do you know? That sleek shape, that purr of the engine, the wild way it starts. Cars are amazing. Forgive me. Personality really changes at the drop of a hat. It's interesting, isn't it, Phoenix? Bit by bit, we're beginning to see the real contradiction behind this case. She, would say things like, no way am I letting a noob drive my car. Was your sister good at driving? She was, totally awesome. She, said she was going to be the, racing queen of the nursing world. Somehow I think she bumped my question off track again. So, that's why I ended up in the passenger seat that night too. And that was when the accident occurred, correct? Yeah. I, immediately reached for the passenger side door and fled, in a daze. Sounds like you had a terrifying time. There's something very big here. It's going to be hard to break apart such a natural-sounding testimony. But we have to attack it, and by doing so, a flaw will show itself. It has to. Do you really think so? Believe. There is a path, I know it. Mia almost sounded like a prophet for a second there. Alright, save the video game. Yeah, so in the newspaper article, I was still half asleep, but I opened the right door and got out. Apparently it was an import car with the steering wheel on the right side, so... Miss Viney, do you remember this article? It's an article about the accident. You had said this in it. But I opened the right door and, got out. That's correct, isn't it? Why are you suddenly asking me about that? Your Honour, which side is the passenger's seat? The left or the right? Well, it's on the right side, of course, because the driver's on the left side. That would be if it were an American car, but it would be the opposite in a British car. Opposite? The two of them were riding in a British car. In that case, the passenger side would be the left side. Ah! I'm surprised Phoenix knows that, actually. Yeah, that's why I'm wondering if they added that press extra hard option where Phoenix explains that, oh, well, it's a British car and the steering wheel's on the right side. So I'm wondering if they added that in later versions of the game so that people who don't know about that can
could put it together.
What do you mean by this?
Miss Miney, you said that you had escaped using the right side door of the car. But if you were sitting there, then that means you were in the driver's seat. Ah!
Order! Order in the court! Order! 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 Ah!
Mr. Wright is blabbering nonsense again. Innie said the person who was driving was her older sister, Mimi Miney. That is what Innie said, yes, but that is where her story falls apart. Somewhere, all of us made a big error in our assumptions. Phoenix? It looks like you've finally found the real root of this murder. If we connect all the dots, there can only be one answer. I'd like to ask the court a question. Innie or Mimi, who was really driving that night? Okay, hang on, what's the actual answer? Right. We want incorrect dialogue. And the answer is Innie Miney, of course.
Why would you say that?
Miss Innie Miney just said so herself in her testimony. She said that she escaped the car from the right side door, which would have been where the driver's seat was.
Ow!
I'm inclined to feel sorry for a foolish fool who foolishly spends his time foolishly. At that time, Miss Innie Miney had not yet received her driver's license. And that is why the accident happened. Hold it, Phoenix. It looks like you still don't see the real truth behind the accident. The real truth? Think outside the box. Isn't that what we always say? Alright, one more time. If we connect all the dots, there can only be one answer. In the original Japanese version, it was an American import? Oh, really? Alright. The answer is the one person who had her driver's license, Mimi Miney. After all, that makes her the only person who could legally drive.
But you just said the witness, Miss Innie Miney, was the one in the driver's seat.
Which leads us to the next question.
The next question?
Who is the person standing at the witness stand right now? What sort of idiotic ruse is this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? This witness's name is... I'll tell you what her name really is. Oh wow, this is an insta-kill, this one. Look at how much damage that's gonna do. This witness's real name is...
Would the defense please inform the court of his birth name?
Phoenix Wright, Your Honor?
Ah, what a relief. I thought you'd forgotten your own name. Again.
I was beginning to think he forgot too. Wait a second. I screwed up, didn't I? Big time. I'm not sure if it's... Maybe it just does half health damage, but you know, I'm half health, so... I'm not sure how much damage that actually does, but it does at least half our health in damage. What if I... Is there another option we might give? That might give us some funny... Might give funny dialogue? What if I say she's Francisca? No, okay, same dialogue. That's okay. Her real name is... Mimi Miney. Mimi Miney. That is your real name. Of all the foolish dribble, then how do you explain her appearance? This witness had severe facial burns when she was admitted into the hospital. So for the purpose of facial reconstruction, the surgeons used a picture. Facial reconstruction surgery? This is the picture she gave to her doctors at the time.
That's right. It's a picture of her younger sister. No! But Mimi Mighty, she died in the car accident. That's what everyone thought. However, that was not the case. Then the body they found at the crash site? That was the body of the real Innie Miney. Isn't that right, Miss Minnie Miney? Mimi Miney. Oh my god, that name's hard to say. That car accident 1 year ago. The one who died that night was Innie Miney. Her sister, Mimi, then stole her face and was reborn as Innie. With this, she effectively erased Mimi Miney from existence. Face off? Yeah! Hang on, I need some water. You like that earlier? Phoenix says you switched places on something else, and he reacted to it like, what? Oh, I didn't catch that. That's a cool little detail. Your Honor, I'm sure you can now see why Mimi had to kill Dr. Gray. What do you mean? Ah! What is the meaning of this nonsense? Dr. Gray wanted to call back the spirit of a dead person. Specifically, the spirit of his nurse that died in the crash, Mimi Miney. However, that would not have been possible, because Mimi Miney was still, in fact, alive. And that fact would have been discovered had the channeling been conducted. So this witness had to stop that from happening. At all costs. And that's why she had to kill Dr. Turner Gray? Is that what you're saying? Yes. Before the channeling, Dr. Gray had the misfortune of consulting this witness about communicating with the dead. And in that moment, his fate was sealed. What? Well, Miss Iddy? I mean, Miss Von Kamp. Why do you say my names just now? Looks like I've been unmasked. Witness? That's right, I admit it. My real name is Mimi Miney. That quack doctor, he got what he deserved in the end. And I was so close to finally ditching Mimi too. So close. But why? Why would you go so far as to throw away yourself? To become your own sister? I think I understand why. Mimi Miney wanted her old self to disappear because of this. A badge. Just stop. Huh? I feel embarrassed for you for even thinking of showing that piece of evidence. That woman, she had lost everything. So this was the only way to make things right, Phoenix. Looks like this wasn't the right piece of evidence after all. I guess I don't fully understand this case yet. That jerk. If only he hadn't thought of channeling mumbo-jumbo. Mumbo-jumbo? Becoming Innie has been the most horrible experience in the world. Spirit channeling, the occult. I hate it! I hate it all! Oh wait, did I actually miss some extra dialogue there? Yeah, I think I did actually. Well, let's load save then. See how far back we go. Interesting. Let's see how different it is. She ruined her hat so much she used it as a handkerchief.
You really want to save just all the time in these games, don't you? Unless you don't care about seeing extra dialogue, I suppose. But the whole game's about dialogue, so you should care. Double Donut followed. Oh, I missed that. Sorry, Double Donut. Thank you for following. It must have been when I took that break earlier. The anime makes her even more sympathetic by having the whole murdering of Turner Grey being entirely Morgan's idea, who basically forces Mimi to participate in the plot. Oh, I actually forgot about that difference. Were there any other major differences? Was she wearing lipstick before, or did that just appear? Oh, she was wearing lipstick. Okay. Save the game. There we go. Because of the whole scandal. Also, this, I don't think I pointed this out before. This newspaper clipping. Look at the see that there's a picture of a face there. That kind of looks a bit like Hank Hill, I think, from look, I can't remember the name. You don't remember? Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that does change her character quite a bit. When do we defend anime Hank Hill for false murder charges? Yeah. King of the Hill, there we go. King of the Hill. Take that. That's about the malpractice incident. Thanks, Alyosha. Dr. Gray was right. The mistake was caused by the nurse. A nurse by the name of Mimi Miney. That's right, the person standing before us today. And a few weeks after this mishap, Mimi Miney had a car accident in which she lost her younger sister. The timing couldn't have been worse. 14 patients dying in that incident, and her own sister's life extinguished. It was all too much to bear. I found a way for myself to escape it all. The only way. She lost everything in the flames of that accident. Her sister, and even her own face. This was her last chance. Her chance to throw away her past and start a new life as her sister. But yeah, we missed quite a bit of dialogue by presenting the wrong thing. Unbelievable. A plan beyond my wildest imagination. That jerk. If only he hadn't thought of that channeling mumbo-jumbo. Mumbo-jumbo? Becoming Innie has been the most horrible experience in the world. Spirit channeling, the occult. I hate it. I hate it all. Dang it, that lawyer ain't right. That's funny. Maybe I should rewatch that show. I'll kick your ass, I tell you what. The anime may also have made the malpractice Gray's fault. Maybe, yeah. I should rewatch it so I can really see the differences. Can I save? Just because I'm paranoid? I believe there are still a few unsolved riddles here, such as, why did Miss Miney choose to go with such a complicated plan? And why did Miss Morgan Fay agree to help her execute it? Regardless, I believe one thing has been made crystal clear. The innocence of the defendant, Maya Fay. This is preposterous. I'm perfect. Me, Franziska von Karma. I'm going to enjoy the news tonight, Miss von Karma. How about you? Wow, Phoenix.
Really gloating, isn't he? It's going to be broadcast all over the world, right? Your defeat, that is. No! My controller's rumbling like crazy. And one more for good measure. Phoenix! Hang in there, Phoenix! Phoenix! This court is a fraud. A sham. Now then. It looks like it will be some time before Mr. Wright regains consciousness. So I will go ahead and pronounce the verdict. Do we have a whip emote? No. Maybe Twitch has one? Judge doesn't care. Yeah, Judge doesn't care at all. Not guilty! Whoa! Oh, Phoenix is gone. Yay! That is all. This court is adjourned. Okay, I thought we would dive into the Morgan stuff as to why she did it. 3:13 PM. Defendant lobby number 3. Congratulations, Maya. Sis. Aww. It's good to see you, Maya. How are you doing? Sis. Yeah, that's actually the really sad, and even more sad thing about Maya in the first game. That she can channel her big sister, but she can't, like, she's unconscious when she does it. So she couldn't even talk to her. All they could do was, like, leave notes for each other. Yeah, this picture's really sweet. Oh. I didn't kill anyone, did I? No, you didn't. It was all just a dream. A really bad dream. You know, sis, in my dream I smelled a really familiar scent. A familiar scent? I was inside that clothing box, right? That box. That was the box you used to store your clothes in a long time ago. That's right. There's still one thing I don't quite get. What's that? What would have happened if Mimi hadn't shot Dr. Gray? I mean, we broke in because we heard a gunshot. I think Mimi Marnie had planned to open the door to the chamber herself. And then you and Lotta would have witnessed quite a scene. A possessed Maya Fey who had just committed a murder. She had it planned down to the smallest detail, huh? Nick! Congrats, Maya. Thanks. Looks like you bailed me out of another jam. Well, you know. But I really don't want something like this to happen ever again. I'm fine because I have you to help me out, Nick. But every time something happens, I lose someone special to me. First my sister, and now my aunt. Hey, Nick, tell me. Oh, I think I have to show her some evidence here. You guess something good comes out of Pearl channeling her? Yeah, something good. As happy as this is, man, poor Pearls. Like, how do they even begin to explain that her mum masterminded a murder just dependent on Maya? Yeah. Just catching up on some chat. I'm a sham. The witness is a sham, the judge is a sham, I'm a sham. Come on. Oh, thanks for following Mystic the Evil Queen. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Did I save? Save again. Just in case. Tell me why my aunt went and did something so horrible. Why would she help Mimi Marnie with a plan like that? I just don't understand it, Nick. Maya, it's over. Why don't we just let it be? Nick, please, I need an answer. The reason Morgan helped Mimi with her plan was... Shh. I don't get it. Yeah, me neither.
Even I don't really know why Morgan cooperated with Mimi Miney. Look, this whole thing is over now, so let's not dwell on the past, okay? Yeah, thanks, Nick. I just don't know the answer to this one. I'm just as confused about the situation as she is. So why the thanks? I'm gonna load and we'll find the actual thing. Okay, hang on. I want to load. I'm not gonna read this yet. We're not reading this yet. We're gonna load, get the right dialogue. Oh, we ended the episode. No. It's gonna start the next episode. Sorry, everyone. I wish it would just let me hit start. I wish. And now we have to see the start of this episode. This isn't all that spoilery, it's just the next case. That's also why you like Pearl. She is cute, and yet in the face of all the horrible things that happened, she is remarkably strong. Yeah. Well, we get a little preview of the next episode, which is widely considered like the worst chapter in the series. Let the garbage begin. Don't worry, we don't have to start this till next stream because it's like 7 o'clock and I'm hungry. Can I please open my save menu now? Hey, Pearl. Thank you. Oh my god. Jeez. KFC? Nah, I had KFC yesterday. Alright. Back in time. Rewind noise. Okay, so what do we show to prove why she would frame Maya? I think we show Pearl here. Yeah, there we go. This is extremely a JoJo look. Actually, yes! You're right, amigo, actually. Pearly? 4 years from now, a new master will be born into Karine Village. And that person will be you, Maya. And? But if you weren't there, then the main family's bloodline would disappear. And what would happen then? The branch family, my aunt. No, Morgan's spiritual power is too weak. The next person would be Pearl's. Ah! Everything was done for her sake. It was all so that Pearl's would become the next master. Yeah, I can see that. Did Maya say something just now? I think that she was saying... I thought so. You get very different dialogue for messing those up, actually. I should always check those. Date and time unknown. Detention center. Solitary confinement cell 13. My precious Pearl. You are the only one suitable to be the master of Karine, dear child. I sacrificed it all for you. I helped that brainless nurse carry out her murder, and cooperated with that whip-happy prosecutor. It was all to unseat that annoying, witless main family girl. That Maya Fey. But I shall be patient, my dearest Pearl. A chance will present itself. Your time will come. She still wants to plot and plan. Well, there you have it. That's the end of case 2. Almost 2-4 time? Yeah. I can't wait for the 4th case in this game. I'm glad you're enjoying the game, Shizzle. Morgan doesn't even consider Pearl's feelings in this. She claims to do it for Pearl's sake. But in reality it's her own jealousy. Yeah. Yeah, Pearl would be horrified if she knew the truth. Or I guess she's Gonna have to learn the truth now, I guess. But yeah. Well, it's probably better to leave the next case for next time, because I wouldn't be able to stream for much longer anyway. My voice is getting a bit sore, so alright. I guess next time we'll start off episode 3, which is, yeah, as I said, it's widely considered the worst case in the series. Yeah, there's only 4 cases in this game, so we're kind of halfway through. But yeah, the next case, I don't remember why it's considered so bad. I think it's because there's annoying characters, but you know, we can find it together, can't we? Wouldn't that be fun? But the case after the next one, the last case in this game, is amazing. It's really good. So yeah, can't wait for that one. Oh, thanks everyone for hanging out and chatting and such. And who's streaming tonight? Lots of people, actually. Who do I pick? Well, actually, no. Not that many people. The GSL is on. Some Pro StarCraft 2. And I Ate Your Pie is still... What's he doing streaming at a time like this? Yeah, I'll host him. He's playing... I don't know what the hell game this is. High School Musical? I don't know what this is, but I'm going to raid him and send you all over there. I Ate Your Pie. And I'll see you... Oh, that's the wrong... window. And I'll see you all next time when we start up the 3rd case. There we go. I'll see you all later. See yous.